U.S. History students, I'm speaking to you today about your final project for the first semester via Fireside chat. If you will recall, this is a medium that President Roosevelt often used to speak to the American people about how the government was intending on responding to the many problems they were facing during the Great Depression. For this project, you will be taking on the voice of the President in order to deliver a fireside chat that will fulfill the following requirements. First, your fireside chat should identify the problems people were facing during the Great Depression. If you will recall, millions of people found themselves living in poverty during this time. The question is, what caused their poverty, and how did that poverty affect their lives on a day-to-day basis? It is important that, similar to President Roosevelt, you build a relationship with the people you are speaking to by acknowledging what they are going through and personalizing their struggles with the stories of people you might have seen or met while traveling the country during the Great Depression years. What did this poverty look like? What did it feel like for the people that were trapped by it? What emotions were they experiencing because of their situation? Additionally, you need to explain in clear, simple terms what caused this problem in the first place. It is important that the public understands why the economy is failing, so that they are in a better position to understand what must be done in order to address these problems. Next, you should begin to explain the steps the government is taking to improve their situation. What New Deal programs are being created to provide relief for the impoverished, economic recovery, and reforms that will ensure that another economic downfall does not happen again in the future. Make sure you reach out to people in order to explain how they can take advantage of some of these programs or steps they can take so they are not exacerbating the problems. If people are expected to believe in these programs, they need to understand how they work. Finally, as we have studied, the New Deal had its share of critics. You should identify just who these critics are and what their criticisms will be, and be prepared to rebut their arguments against your policies. What would the President say to defend his New Deal programs in the face of these criticisms? As you can see from this work sample, you will be recording your Fireside chat script after it was written. This can be accomplished with the use of your cell phone. Additionally, you will create a short picture slideshow that will create a visual accompaniment to the things that you are talking about. In order to do this, you will be using a movie program that I will teach you how to use. Remember, students, while it is important to get this project done, it is also incredibly important that you do a good job at it. Start by researching and brainstorming what you want to talk about. Your previous binder checks, readings, lecture notes, and even quizzes will be very helpful to you during this process. 1/3 of your grade is being determined by your ability to integrate content from this unit into this project. Also, make sure that the sound and visual quality of your project is high. Record in a quiet space. Pick good pictures that match the things you are talking about. This visual and audio component of your project will also account for 1/3 of your grade. Finally, you want to try to sound as presidential as you can. Speak slowly and clearly and utilize the vocabulary that we learned throughout the course of this unit. It will help you to explain your thinking and to sound smart while doing so. I assure you that you will have class time to work on this project in class, and that getting it done will be a lot of work, but it's work that will be supported. Take care, and I look forward to seeing your finished projects.